everybody. It is Tuesday, August the 4th, and I hope everybody enjoyed your long weekend and some well-needed rain in our area, which was welcome. I want to just give you a quick update on some of what's opening. As you know, the playgrounds now, all but two, I believe, are open that required a little bit of further maintenance. Town Hall is now open. You can go in and pay your taxes or get a parking pass. And a number of other things. If you want to talk to the planning department, we're doing virtual meetings in one of the committee rooms, so you're welcome to do that as well. Council meetings will remain virtual for the time being, and that's the advice we're getting from the Simcoe Muskoka District Health Unit, and we're always following that advice. We're also talking to them about reopening arenas, and we're hoping to have at least one of the arenas open in a few weeks, and also our libraries, we're working hard at them as well. So with me today is MPP Andrea Khanjin. Andrea, thanks for taking the time. I know your life is a bit of a whirlwind right now, so we appreciate that. And if you could give us some of the updates, although you know, most parents are interested in what's happening with the schools, and that's not really a municipal responsibility, but we do provide daycare spaces, and I know parents would love to hear what's happening as far as schools reopening.
Certainly, and thank you, Mayor, for all your incredible work in the council there. I continuously run to that Innisfil Beach Road. I keep mentioning this every time we get together, and every time I go to that Innisfil Beach Park, I know that you know, everyone's working really hard to keep everyone safe. So thank you for all your work on that, all the efforts. I know it can't be easy. You get all the comments like we all do, but I did want to talk about obviously stage 3 has happened many weeks ago, and you know, we have things like dine-in restaurants is now available for those restaurants that could not operate as a patio, which is great news for local businesses here in Innisfil. But you know, if you have to go to work and you have to take care of a child, daycares are closed, what are you supposed to do as a parent? And likewise in the fall, how are you supposed to plan for your work? And so provincially, we obviously first and foremost want to ensure that all our students and our children in our communities are safe. And so we've been working with experts in public health in the medical field to develop a plan for how to roll out a reopening of our schools as well as daycares. So that's great news for parents. You know, daycares right now are already starting to open. Some of them need a little more help, a little more assistance, but for the most part, they're opening. And in the fall, parents can expect school back in session. If you're a parent of elementary school students, they are going to be in school 5 days a week, full time. There's not going to be on and off days. So that's an expectation the government set. And of course, the school boards are going to be working out a plan of how to do that safely. To assist school boards, the provincial government's given them funds for, you know, extra cleaning. All the staff within the school and teachers are going to have surgical masks provided for them. Students who may have come to school without a mask will be provided one if they're above grade 4. So if a parent or, you know, kids will be kids, sometimes they just lose them as they will. You know, I always wonder how they come home with only one shoe or something like that. But so that will be, of course, taken into consideration. So you know, kids can have something that we enjoyed, which is the normalcy of seeing your friends, getting education, and you know, letting you thrive and excel in life later on. High school is going to be slightly different from that, based on the cohort and the number of individuals. So there is going to be some online components as well as in-class components, and school boards are sorting out now whether or not they're going to have 15 students per class at the high school level, or they're going to have larger classroom sizes. That's based on health advice as always, depending on what the cases are. So expect that in the fall. Reach out again to myself if you have any questions. Innisfil itself is getting a brand new school, which is really exciting. So that was announced last week. Obviously, as the community grows, and we've got a lot of busing students, I understand, so that will help mitigate some of the bus commutes for some students. So that's huge news. And as well as what will benefit our community here locally, what the provincial government's been working on is a lot of the broadband connection. We've really sort of doubled down on our Ontario Broadband Cellular Action Plan. as it's called, and just to be able to provide reliable internet across this province. And so that call for proposals is out until September. So we're hoping there'll be a good uptake and we can get those areas that are still a little bit patchy reconnected and just starting up. I know with COVID-19, we've all seen the importance of a good internet connection, whether we're on Zoom and someone's a little more grainy and the other person's more clear. And it's odd because we're all living in the 21st century in a developed country. So, so we're trying to bring that into the 21st century. So there's a lot of supports there. But generally, provincially, lots of developments happening. We had a historic amount of different legislation and bills we passed through the summer, and our finance committee is still sitting, all things that we're working to make your life a little bit easier and figuring out how we get out of COVID. So very positive. And we're trying to help in many areas as we can. I know the mayor had mentioned the rain we've all been waiting for our lawns, and I know a lot of our farming community's been waiting for that rain too. But anticipation for some of the agricultural farming needs, what we have done at the provincial level is we did expand the risk mitigation program. It's a 1 year ahead of schedule where we increased that program by about 50 million. Bringing the program to 150 million. So that should help our agricultural community here locally. So as we're getting back to school in the fall and getting businesses started and our ag community is booming, things are looking a little more positive with COVID, but the fight's not over. So, the mayor reminds everyone, we still got to be diligent and continue to wash our hands and be safe because, the faster we get out of this, the better off we all are. So.
Thank you so much, MPP Khanjin. I'll be watching closely to see the numbers that are released today after the long weekend. And I want to thank you very much for all of the work you've been doing, the videos that you've been sharing with about supporting local businesses. And I think that's some place that we can all help our local businesses recover from this, is just to shop local. So thanks, Innisfil, and we'll talk again soon.